Play ball. Good afternoon and thank you for joining us. This is an exciting day for Syracuse. And before we begin, I would like to recognize some of the special guests with us today. First of all, President and CEO of Empire State Development, Howard Zemsky. Onondaga County Executive Joni Mahoney. Onondaga County Legislature Chairman and incoming County Executive Ryan McMahon. Senator Dave Valesky. Somebody named Assemblyman Bill Magnarelli. Assemblywoman Pam Hunter. Assemblyman Al Sturpey. Did he make it? City of Syracuse Mayor Ben Walsh. District Attorney Bill Fitzpatrick. Onondaga County Legislature Majority Leader David Knapp. Onondaga County Legislature Floor Leader Linda Irwin. All our other Onondaga County legislators and City of Syracuse Common Councilors that are here today, I know there's a number of them. Jeff Wilpon, COO of the New York Mets. Mickey Callaway, manager of the New York Mets. John Rico, Assistant General Manager of the New York Mets. Richard Schertz, Regional President, NBT Bank. Randy Wolkin, President, MACNY and the Central New York Regional Economic Development Council Co-Chair. President of the Greater Syracuse Labor Council, Anne Marie Tellericio. President of the Central New York and New York Building Construction Trades, Greg Lancette. Thank you all for being here today. We are delighted to see Governor Andrew Cuomo here today. Again, Governor Cuomo, welcome to the 129th Assembly District, home of not only the NBT Stadium, but also our new and wonderful Lakeview Amphitheater and the Expo Center at the New York State Fair. Governor Cuomo is a champion. Go ahead. Governor Cuomo is a champion for upstate New York who has transformed the relationship between Albany and upstate. Under his leadership, the state is investing in our communities and helping tap into our local assets to strengthen our communities and to drive economic growth and job creation. I always like to say, just look around us and connect the dots. The amphitheater, the expo, NBT Stadium, we're connecting the dots. Today, those investments are paying dividends across the entire region. New businesses are moving in, jobs are coming back, and Central New York has established itself as the frontier of new technologies. And there is no better example of the governor's commitment to upstate and Central New York than the collaboration we are moving forward with today to keep professional baseball here in Syracuse. Please join me now in welcoming an important partner for the state and someone who's become a very good friend of mine, Onondaga County Executive Joni Mahoney.
Thank you. Welcome. Thank you very much to Bill Magnarelli, and just bear with me for a minute. This might be one of the last opportunities I have to do this publicly, but I've said many times that Bill Magnarelli, maybe you don't remember, but I came into this job in a campaign with Bill Magnarelli, and the minute the campaign ended, he has been more helpful to me than just about anybody from day one. Not only is he a class act and a great representative of state government, but I would echo what he just said. He's really become a good friend, and I am very grateful for that friendship, but for this partnership. A lot has happened because we have Bill Magnarelli as our state representative. Thanks again, Bill. And I'm happy to welcome Governor Cuomo back here today, and so many friends and partners. In Onondaga County, we are very proud of this baseball stadium and the baseball that's been played here for many years. This stadium is a county facility, and it's one of the jewels of our county parks system. I know Bill Lansley, our county parks commissioner, is back there with his team. Thank you for the work you do out here. And we're really excited about what's in store for this stadium and for the whole Onondaga County community. Today, I'm proud to announce that the county is investing $12.5 million in partnership with the state to undertake major renovations at NBT Bank Stadium. And we're doing this in preparation for the arrival of the New York Mets minor franchise. Thank you very much. As part of these large-scale renovations, you will see upgrades to the clubhouse. We're going to replace the seats in the lower and the upper bowl, improve the entryway, upgrade the lighting and the audio systems, and reconfigure the concourse and the concession stands. The project represents a wholesale transformation of the stadium, and it's a bold commitment to continuing our proud baseball legacy and to providing the venue and the sports opportunities that this community deserves. And I want to thank Ryan McMahon, who is soon to be your county executive, currently the chairman of the legislature, Dave Knapp, I think, who's here also. I want to thank the legislature for your help in this funding for Onondaga County to improve this facility. Thank you very much. And I really want to welcome all of the Mets and Jeff Wilpon and your team. Heda, you've been fantastic. Thank you for everything you've done. And I want to thank Governor Cuomo for his leadership and support. Without his effort to bring the Mets to Syracuse and the support that he has had for this community, we wouldn't be here today. And again, I just, at the risk of making the governor's staff nervous because I go off my talking points, I just want to say that this might be my last time again with Governor Cuomo in a public setting like this. And I want to thank Governor Cuomo for everything he's done for Onondaga County since he became governor. I remember one of our first conversations, I said to the governor, my husband and I are raising our kids here in central New York, and we want this to be an opportunity for them in the future. We want them to be able to find good jobs here and stay here where our family is. He took that to heart. He's brought it back up many times over the years, and I can tell you as I stand here today that my kids and all of our kids are more likely to stay in central New York now because of the work Governor Cuomo has done as governor of the state. Bill Magnarelli touched on some of it, but look what Solvay looks like. Look what downtown Syracuse looks like, anchored on both ends by projects that we did with New York State, the Hotel Syracuse and the State Tower building, and a lot in between. The fair is unrecognizable and breaking records, and the people that are coming here to Central New York, the amphitheater we could not have done without Governor Cuomo's partnership. The airport is about to be done with its major renovation, rolling out the welcome mat for us. The governor put Central New York on the map as the place where unmanned aerial systems are, and as a result, Saab moved its United States headquarters to Syracuse, New York. These things would not have happened without the attention and the hard work that we've had from Governor Cuomo. He's supported manufacturing, he's encouraged tourism. Sales tax in Onondaga County right this minute is up 9% over what it was last year. That's the most it's ever been since I became county executive. And I know how hard it is to stick with us and to stick with projects. You know, it's not an easy business that we're in, but the governor does the right thing. He makes a commitment. He's loyal. He's focused on Central New York. And we're here today for what is a perfect example of his commitment. The governor knows what baseball means to this community and the tremendous potential this move represents for Central New York and for our economy. And I can tell you that the Mets are here because Governor Cuomo asked them to come here. Please join me in welcoming the person who made all of this possible, our governor, Governor Andrew Cuomo.
That was so sweet. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What a great day. The sun is shining literally and figuratively. It is really a fantastic day and great news. Let's give another big welcome to Jeff Wilpon. Bigger than that. We're bigger than that. Mickey Calloway, Justin Dunn. To Ryan McMahon, who has big shoes to fill. Let's give him a round of applause. Mayor Ben Walsh, who's doing a great job. Pleasure to be with him. A Central New York legend, a law enforcement legend, Bill Fitzpatrick. Good to be with you, Bill. I'm going to mention Joni Mahoney in a moment. First, you see this jacket? Good looking, right? See the name on the back? Yeah. Now, you would think this was my jacket, given to me by Jeff in honor of today. But if you were a real Mets fan, you would know that he did not give me this jacket today, because you would know that that is the old logo. So how do you figure I have a jacket that I'm wearing today with my name on it that has the old logo? This jacket belonged to the 52nd governor of the state of New York. Governor Mario Cuomo. And he kept this jacket for many, many years, and he was very proud of it. And he gave me this jacket, and I'm very proud of it. People ask me all the time about New York teams, which team I like better. I'm governor of the entire state, so I give a very politic answer. They're like children. I love them all. I have 3 children. I love them all. I love all New York teams. By the way, what is the only football team that plays in the state of New York? Buffalo Bills, don't you forget it. But I am a Queens boy, if you missed the accent. And we grew up right behind what at the time was called Shea Stadium, which is where the Mets played, and I would ride my bicycle to Shea Stadium, and my father was a big baseball fan, and we were Queens people, which meant we were Mets people, winning, losing, whatever, we were true blue. And when my father got this jacket, he treasured it. And my father is in the upper bleachers today. You can't get a seat any higher than he has gotten, I am sure that he had a reserved ticket. And he is looking down today, and he is so happy, and he is so proud that the Syracuse Mets are coming to town, and they're going to be right here. Now, this is a big investment. $12.5 million from the county, $12.5 million from the state, $25 million renovation, $1.2 million from the city of Syracuse. Thank you very much, Mayor Walsh. Big investment by the Mets. They bought the team, roughly $20 million to buy the team. In many ways, this investment is emblematic of what the Assemblyman was talking about, Bill Magnarelli, what Joni Mahoney was talking about. There is a new energy in Central New York. There is a new economy. This doesn't happen 7 years ago. The New York Mets don't spend $20 million for a team in Central New York a few years ago. But this is a different Central New York. This is a different Syracuse. And the economy is up, and the economy is running. And an economy, getting it up and running is hard. You have to get that motor started. But once it's started, the momentum starts to carry it. And it starts to feed on itself, and there's a synergy. So you invest in the state fair, and that raises tourism, and now that tourism is up, the businesses start doing better. And then you expand further on the state fair, and we open the expo center, so more people are coming to use that facility. That stimulates the economy. Saab sees that. They come and invest. We're building a drone corridor, which is really the economy of tomorrow. Hotel Syracuse, which sat for years as a symbol of decay and decline, is now up and beautiful and running and restored. You see all the pieces coming together. Onondaga Lake, which for so many years was an example of yesterday and the stain of yesterday. Now Onondaga Lake is cleaned up and it's being used again, and people are on it, and it's boating, and it's an example of tomorrow. So much work. That amphitheater on Onondaga Lake, where 10 years ago you couldn't even stand because the perfume from the lake would knock you down. This is the new Syracuse and the new Central New York. And the investment in this stadium is part of that. Tourism has been a great engine for us, a great economic engine. We anticipate more tourism with this stadium, more commerce, more people coming into the area, which all means more jobs. And that's the bottom line equation. And the proof is in the pudding. A lot of people can say a lot of things. When the county executive and I started partnering, unemployment was 8%. Today, unemployment is 4%. And you don't have to say anything more than that, because that's what it's all about. And the other piece is, Joni was exactly right. What we were losing upstate was our most precious resource. And the most precious resource were our young people. And I can't tell you how many families came to me and said, I told my kids they should leave. And how hard it is to tell your child that they should leave. They should leave home. But there's no future for them here. Well, you know what? Young people are coming home, and young people are coming back. And we're seeing the first infusion of young people in upstate New York in decades. And that's the proof is in the pudding. Last point, it's sad for me to hear that Joni Mahoney is moving on. It's sad for the county that she is moving on. She has been extraordinary as a public servant, and she gets it. And she's been a great partner to the state. And it's not easy to be a great partner to the state, because I am a difficult personality. I'll tell you the truth. At one point in life, you just admit the truth. And I am a difficult guy. But I have a special certain belief about government. I believe, and I was taught to believe, that government is not about talking, and it's not a debating society, and it's not about calling each other dirty names, and Democrats fighting with Republicans and Republicans fighting with Democrats. It's not about politicians at all. It's about getting things done to make life better for people. That's what government is. I don't give a darn what you call yourself. I don't give a darn what label you have. How do we work together to get things done? How do we work together to make life better? How do we work together to get jobs coming back to upstate New York? How do we work together to make the streets safer? How do we work together to make housing affordable? And how do we get it done? Not talk about doing it, not promise doing it, not here's a proposal, here's a plan, here's a press release. Get it done. People are cynical, they're skeptical, they're tired of the promises, they're tired of hearing what you might do, what you could do, what you should do. Do it! Make life better, get something done, fix the stadium, build an amphitheater, fix Hotel Syracuse, get the businesses coming back, make things happen. That's Joni Mahoney. She made things happen. And she left the county and city better than she found it. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters. Did you leave this place better than you found it? And Joni Mahoney left her county better than she found it. Another round of applause for Joni Mahoney. Now to the Syracuse Mets, they reap the benefit of all the good work we did. They're going to have a new Syracuse airport just for them. New fairgrounds, we did just for you. New expo center, just for you. Hotel Syracuse is saving special suites just for you. It's all for the Mets. Everything we did was in anticipation of this moment. But if we hadn't done it, we wouldn't be here today. Jeff Wilpon, Mickey Callaway, the entire Mets organization, thank you for your confidence in Syracuse. Thank you for being great corporate partners to the state of New York. Thank you for what you do as a sports enterprise, as a business enterprise, and thanks you for what you're doing for being such an important part of the New York tradition and the New York culture. It's an honor to partner with you on this. With that, ladies and gentlemen, a big Syracuse welcome for Jeff Wilpon.
Thank you, Governor. It's not usual you go after the governor, so this is really difficult here. But one thing I'm going to not correct him on, but add to the story of the jacket was, I believe my dad, Fred, gave Governor Cuomo the jacket years ago, probably around '86 or so, maybe a World Series jacket or something like that. But that's great stuff, so thank you. So this has been a long road to get here, but thank you, Governor. It's a really exciting day for our franchise. I can't tell you how much we appreciate everything that's being done here for the Mets and for us here in Syracuse. It's amazing to see the change and growth that's happening here in central New York and especially Syracuse. We're proud to be part of this community, and I give you my word that we will stay and be here to be part of this community for a long time coming. First, again, thanks Governor Cuomo for always being so supportive to us. Joni Mahoney, again, you say I wouldn't be here, you wouldn't be here, I wouldn't be here without the governor and your support and everybody else. Tireless efforts went into getting this done, and we thank you again. Thanks also go out to Rob Mahika, Howard Zamsky, and the great folks at ESD. I'm telling you, they are wonderful to work with, and this wouldn't have happened without them as well, so thank you. You hear a lot, people tell you if you come, they'll give you their support. Well, this is proof that we came and we got the support here that we asked for. Bill Fisher, Ryan McMahon, county legislators, and Mayor Ben Walsh, also thank you all for your efforts. I know this doesn't happen without you. With the new state, county, and city investments in MBT Bank Stadium, the Syracuse Mets will be here in Syracuse as promised when we bought the club until at least 2043. It's going to be a great place for our players to live and a great place for our players to be active and contribute to the community, just as we do downstate in New York, we do in Binghamton, we do in Brooklyn, New York, where we have another franchise as well. Syracuse's ease of access with all the upgrades the governor is making to the airport for us, and the other major and minor league cities nearby make it a great place to call home. So we're very excited about that. Anyway, again, there's so many people to thank, and this has been a great ride to this point. I look forward to being here at the start of next season when we open a new ballpark and get this place cleaned up. We need a lot of paint, and we're going to put a lot of paint on this. But now I'd like to call up Governor Cuomo, County Executive Mahoney, our Assistant General Manager, John Rico, our Major League Manager, Mickey Callaway, and Justin Dunn to come forward. We're going to unveil for you some renderings of the proposed improvements and some new logos, along with our home and road uniforms. Thank you very much.
Do it on three? One, up, up. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Mr. Governor?
Oh, here's Governor.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Finally got my own.
Oh, that's great. Thank you very much.
Oh, that's good look.
I got the home one. That's great.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our event. At this time, we want to invite everyone to the concourse level where the new Syracuse Mets team store is open. The Syracuse